There is a common misunderstanding what affirmations are, and that could be one of the most crucial points why your manifestation is not there yet. So let's talk about affirmations and what they are. Well, let's check out the dictionary. I do have the Cambridge.org dictionary here, and according to that, an affirmation is a statement or sign that something is true. The act of saying yes or of showing that you mean yes. And then, of course, it could be support or approval. Most important for us is a statement or a sign that something is true. That is what an affirmation is. So an affirmation is not simply, I sit down and I repeat a simple sentence. Yes, that is an affirmation, definitely. And that is one very effective tool to manifest anything. But the problem is, an affirmation is also if you are upset about something, if you keep on thinking, oh, they still haven't called, they're not doing this, that is an affirmation as well. If you go out and meet your friends and you tell them, can you imagine that person still hasn't called me yet? That is an affirmation. You're stating that this is true. They haven't called me, they haven't done XYZ. We affirm all day. Every time you think about something and you think or believe that to be true, that's an affirmation. I do have so many clients, they say, well, but I have to be realistic. In reality, they haven't called me yet. I need to be realistic. They haven't done that yet. No, you don't have to be realistic in order to manifest. You shouldn't be realistic in order to manifest, because that what you call reality is basically, it's a hologram, it's a dream that your soul is dreaming, or some higher part of you is dreaming. It is not real. You think it's real, but it's not. And what you call reality now also, it's yesterday's assumptions that today harden into fact, because 3D is always a little bit slower than your 5D thoughts. Is it real? No, because you can always take another turn. So please be aware, if you sit down 10 minutes a day repeating your affirmation, but then you go and meet your friends, or you go in a Facebook group, or you write comments under YouTube videos, oh, they still haven't called me, they still haven't done that, then you are affirming the opposite as well. And then what do you want to manifest? Because you have two energies within yourself. In the past videos I was talking about, the scale. When you affirm, you put energy, you put like a stone on this side, on the yes side, and once it turns, it will be the dominant assumption. But if you do like 10 minutes of your work, of your affirmations, and then you talk to your best friend 1 hour about how they're not calling you, then that's a tiny stone and that's a big stone, and then the dominant assumption is still they're not calling. So an affirmation, again, is everything you perceive to be as true. That is also why Neville Goddard talks about the state of the wish fulfilled. Because when you're in the state of the wish fulfilled, you may not have that thing in your 3D life yet, but you still perceive it as true. Yeah, of course, I'm the one that gets called all the time. John calls me every day. John calls me all the time. I am the one who always is being chosen. But you cannot affirm that and then constantly talk about the opposite. And then wonder why your affirmations don't work, because that is an affirmation as well. And people think often just their statement, like they sit down, okay, I want to affirm something now, and they think that sentences they use, that sentence or sentences, that is the only affirmation. No, everything you talk about for your subconscious mind is real and is an affirmation. So please be more mindful about what you think and what you also talk about. Please watch my video about flipping thoughts, because that can help you, and I'll give you some information about what you can do when you shift into negative thinking, which can happen, of course, sometimes. And it's not about that is not allowed to ever happen. It's not about perfection, but there are tools on what to do, and I give you some in that video. But this video is just very short to remind you everything is an affirmation. The conversations you have with friends, the inner conversations you have, the inner thought patterns that are on autopilot, repeating over and over, those are affirmations as well. So we have to, be persistent, and we have to be disciplined with what we constantly think. I hope it helped. Please leave your comments, like, subscribe. If you need a little bit more help, you can reach out for personal coaching, or check out my other playlist, my manifesting playlist, and of course my self-concept, manifestation, affirmation, and subliminal videos. I do see you there on personal coaching. Until then, I do wish you all the best. Now, bye-bye. If you want to book your own custom-made affirmation or subliminal, you will find my contact information in the description box below.